If you're stuck constantly missing edits and you can't rely on your mechanics to win fights, this video is for you. I'm going to be highlighting 9 mechanics fundamentals that every pro player already knows and applies to their gameplay. I'm not going to waste any more time, so let's jump straight in. The first fundamental is crosshair placement. Crosshair placement is an extremely important skill you need to practice if you're actually trying to make your mechanics useful. When you've trained good crosshair placement, you're going to notice that everything you do flows easily into the next and keeps your switches from building and editing to shooting and getting kills completely seamless. The second fundamental is consistency. The main thing that slows down your mechanical progress is not focusing enough attention on your consistency. The thing that makes pros so good at getting kills fast is the fact that it's rare for them to miss their edits while they're fighting. When it comes to your mechanics, you have to be consistent. While you practice, slow down and actively try to hit every edit you go for. Building the proper muscle memory behind consistent edits is going to take a bit of time, but if you stay disciplined and put the proper effort into your training, your mechanical ceiling will increase tenfold. The third fundamental is grid knowledge. Grid knowledge refers to knowing where you can place and edit builds with regards to your crosshair and player model position. For example, high walls, low walls, high cones, far edits, and cone extensions are some of the main things that rely on grid knowledge and moves that literally every single pro uses in their fights. Developing grid knowledge is less of a learned skill but more of something you acquire from pushing your mechanical limits every day, mostly while free building or fighting in creative. The fourth fundamental is awareness. Awareness doesn't just come down to knowing where players are or what rotate to make. There's also a mechanical aspect that comes down to knowing what edit to make and when to edit based on the situation. Pros are hyper aware of the consequences that come with every aggressive edit they make, and that's why when you watch them fight, they almost never get put in a negative situation because of an edit they made. Knowing when to use peanut butters, window edits, and 3-tile top row edits is extremely important when you're trying to become a very good mechanical player. Most of the time, people will have an upper hand in a fight and completely sell just because they peanut butter edited instead of window editing. Becoming aware of these situations and reacting properly is crucial. The fifth fundamental is timing. The timing of your individual edits is how you actually get better. I'm talking about the physical action of pressing your edit key and select button. The timing of your edits fully depends on your ping. Since ping is just delay, trying to move your fingers faster than your ping allows just isn't going to work. The best way to master your timing is through repetitive training like edit towers. That constant editing is incredible for conditioning your muscle memory. With your timing conditioned properly, every other aspect of your mechanics is going to improve incredibly fast, especially when it comes to consistent consecutive edits. The sixth fundamental is smoothness. How smooth you are is one of the best ways to turn your mechanics from just being flashy to actually becoming effective. Some of you might not want to hear this, but flashy mechanics with bad crosshair placement and choppy mouse movements are for bad players. If the one thing you're good at is just editing towards someone with no regard for the damage you take or the danger you put yourself in, you're just not good at using your mechanics effectively. Slow down and actually start rapidly thinking about every edit you make. That's why you'll notice some pro players like Rituals, Acorn, and Epic Whale don't have crazy looking mechanics, but if you were to fight them, it's literally just GG's. But with that being said, I'm not claiming that hyper mechanical pros like Cooper, Polarizing Cold aren't good. That's obviously not true, but the thing with their mechanics is that they've mastered every aspect of mechanical fighting and have spent more time developing the speed of their mechanics. There's actual substance and skill behind what they do. It's not just like most Fortnite players that just mindlessly build and edit. The seventh fundamental is combative piece control. Combative piece control is where the real separation happens between pros and casuals. Any opening you give a pro, they're going to establish piece control and punish you. They're going to set up pre-boxes and cut off your exits. They'll force builds into your box and just overwhelm you with piece control. Without the proper mechanical knowledge and skill, trying to be aggressive with piece control is extremely difficult. To improve your combative piece control, start taking fights with the mindset of killing the person as fast as possible while taking minimal damage, and look to create opportunities to make aggressive plays instead of just sitting around waiting for your opponent to be aggressive towards you. The eighth fundamental is defensive piece control. This is your ability to use your mechanics to protect yourself and establish counter piece control. Like if you get boxed, as soon as you see those walls being placed around you, you've got to be mechanically inclined enough to react and place a build, or just give yourself an escape route somehow. The main defensive piece control moves everyone needs to know how to do are elevated side jumps out of a box, proper reboxing, and proper level changes. The ninth and final fundamental is speed. Speed is what everyone wants, but everyone thinks of being fast in the wrong way. Speed isn't just a matter of moving your mouse faster or making your sensitivity faster. Speed comes down to getting good at making each of your individual edits quick and with no hesitation, but with proper skill and substance behind it. If you haven't mastered the fundamentals I highlighted, then speed should be the last thing of your concern. You get faster by pushing yourself harder and harder while free building. There's people who've been at the same mechanical level for the past 2 years, and that's simply because their fundamentals aren't where they need to be and there's no overload within their training. You have to find a pace that almost feels like you're moving too fast, but not so fast to the point where skill goes out the window. Once you find that sweet spot and constantly practice at that pace, the speed of your mechanics is going to skyrocket incredibly fast. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like and a sub. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.